we're going to be recording so that we can add the video recording of the information session to our YouTube channel after we have completed today's little webinar, so that if you missed anything or you thought I went too fast, then you can just go and view it there. Okay. Thank you, Tabino. Found out from UCT, just kidding. Amazing. Okay. All right, I think we're going to start now. I'm just going to start off the presentation with a little video. Cheeto, if you want to play it, it's just a summary of Golden Key in general. Then I'm going to go over all the points just in a bit more detail. So, Cheeto, you want to start playing it?
Sure.
Thank you. All right. One more person. That was a little intro video. That was supposed to be some background music, but that's totally fine. It was just a little jingle. Okay, so now that everyone's here, let's meet South African staff. Cheeto, if you could just mute yourself.
All right. No problem.
Thank you. So let's meet the South African staff. We have Dr. Mile Castleman, our regional director. We have Gillian Cloete, our associate director, Marake Bain, our administrator, and Natasha Mirage, our membership manager. So if any of you ever want to contact our South African office staff with any issues pertaining to Golden Key above the level of our UCT chapter, you can just contact them at goldenkey.org, and they're always there to answer your questions, southafrica@goldenkey.org. All right, Tito, can you go next slide? Tito? Tito is a bit delayed. So our vision Okay, grand. So our vision, Golden Key is the world's premier honor society. We recognize academic excellence and provide tangible value to our members, advisors, and partners while positively impacting their lives and society. Next slide. Tito? Thank you. So our values, they're very similar to those of the universities accredited with Golden Key throughout South Africa and on an international scale. We have integrity, collaboration, innovation, respect, diversity, excellence, and engagement. And then our mission, most importantly, is to enable our members to realize their potential through advancement in academics, leadership, and service, which are our three main pillars of Golden Key. Next slide. Tito, thank you. I think it's delayed. Sorry, guys. Okay, so our story, Golden Key International Honor Society, was founded in Georgia State University in the USA in 1977. And then in 2000, Golden Key South Africa was founded at the Northwest University. Next slide. Okay, so statistics for the Golden Key Southern Africa. International membership is over 2.5 million. Southern Africa membership is over 130,000 members, and then membership growth in South Africa in particular is about 9,750 per year. Next slide. All right, so international chapters at universities all over the world, there's over 400. Southern African universities, there are about 17, and then individual member chapters. In South Africa, we have one, and what I mean by individual member chapters is that it applies to students who are studying at, for example, UNISA or other online. Next slide. Hi, Gerald. Could you just mute yourself? There's some background. Thank you. Okay. So, legends of chapters in South Africa. As you can see, Golden Key is very well represented across South Africa. We have just welcomed two new universities, and those are TUT and SMHU. Next slide. Next. Okay, so who is eligible? So the eligibility criteria for Golden Key is students pursuing a university degree. They're eligible after they have completed at least 1 year of full studies. Both full-time and part-time students are eligible, as well as distance learning students meeting the relative criteria of 65% at least. Students studying an extended degree can only qualify after the second. Oh, can we go back a bit, Judo? So they're only eligible after completing the second year of academic study. For undergraduate and honors students, the top 15% of all undergraduates per qualification, so per faculty in other words, who have at least completed their first year of study with a minimum academic average of 65%, like I said. Postgraduate students, all postgraduate students qualify for membership, such as both masters and doctorates. Okay, next slide. Okay, so before I go on to benefits and joining and whatnot, we're just going to quickly cover how to actually accept your invitation if you receive it via email this coming May. So we're going to be sending them out mid-May. So yeah. Okay, step 1, congratulations. You've just been invited to be a member of the Golden Key International Honor Society, which is the largest honor society in the world. So good on you. You just need to open the email and scroll to the bottom of your screen. And then after identifying your activation code, scroll up to click to the join button. And then after that, you click the click to join button in order to take you to the activation page, which is the website page. So step 2, enter the code you received into the field provided, then click continue to proceed to the activation membership page. So for step 2, you just need to make sure not to put any spaces in between your dashes or at the beginning of your code or at the end. So otherwise it will give you an error and you won't be able to continue. So on the activation membership page, some of your details will be automatically entered and they can be edited if they're incorrect. So you just need to fill in those missing details. And I'm sure, as all of you know, fields with red asterisks are mandatory to fill in. So just a side note, if you do see that there isn't an initial in your first name, please complete your full name, enter your full name, as this is what's going to be shown on your certificate when you receive it. So when filling in the anticipated graduation year, enter the date you will graduate, preferably the date should be in the university, in the month that your university holds its graduation session. So if you don't know what year you're going to graduate, it's okay, or what month or date. You just need to fill in an anticipated date. And then once you actually know the final date, then you can go back, log into your account, and then edit it so that it's all accurate. Okay, so when entering your password, make sure it ticks all the necessary requirements for it to be a strong password. It'll outline that as you're doing so. So just add, a capital letter, a number, all that stuff. Finally, when entering the mailing list, this refers to your physical home address for foreign students in the state, province, and postal code fields. Please just provide any province and then enter 4 zeros for the postal code if you don't have one. And then after clicking your details, entering your details, click continue to proceed to the choose a plan page. So step 4, on this page, you can decide if you want to do a once-off time payment of 750 Rand, or an installments option has recently been implemented online. So this latter option will withdraw 333 Rand from your bank account for 3 consecutive months from the date that you begin the payment. So if you start paying on the 3rd of June, then it will continue taking that money out on the 3rd of July and then the 3rd of August, and then you're all sorted. So once you've selected your payment plan, then you just click to continue. Step 4, on this page, you can add merchandise to your order if you'd like. Then you can click continue to proceed to the next page. Okay, so you've now reached your cart where you can see all the items that you've selected. There will be a lapel pin for collect on campus in your cart. You can easily remove that if you don't want it, but it's always nice just to have it on your gown at your graduation if you'd so like. And if you'd rather have the pin delivered to your personal address, then you can click return to products, and on the merchandise store, select lapel for delivery, and then you can just remove this original one that was in your cart. So if you're satisfied, then you can click to proceed to checkout. And then step 6, on the checkout page, enter any missing details. And then the next step. So this is very important. If you selected any merchandise to be delivered, please make sure you provide correct shipping details. So please use your physical address and not a postal address, as we use a courier to deliver door to door. And then also please provide us with an accurate phone number if you're not home on the day that it's delivered, so the courier company can contact you. So after completing the form, click Place Order to proceed to the online payment site. And then this page will just process your information and then redirect you to PayFast, which is a very secure and safe way of paying online, just so you know your money is in safe hands. And then on the PayFast account, you can just select your Visa option, enter information on your credit card, and click the Pay button to complete your payment process. If you choose the EFT option, select your bank and enter the necessary details as instructed by the page. Click Pay to complete, but please note that if you are with Capitec, the EFT option is not available to you right now. So should you wish to pay via EFT, please email the South African at goldenkey.org. So they'll be able to send you the correct banking details. So lastly, so the last page for the joining process, if for some reason you did not complete your joining process, please log into your account with your email address and password, as your acceptance code can only be used once. We will then see a purple tab at the top. Click on the complete membership payment to continue with your joining process. And then you're done. You'll receive an electronic certificate with printing specifications within 30 working days of your membership completion. And then you can also receive a hard copy certificate on campus at one of our collection points, but that's only after the recognition, the new membership recognition ceremony, which will take place in October this year. So invites will be sent out mid-May, and then you have until October if you would like to attend the new membership recognition ceremony. There's no due date per se with accepting your invitation. It's just early next year probably, but if you do only accept your invitation then you can still attend the new membership recognition ceremony in 2022. So next slide. Okay, so COVID-19 lockdown implications. Virtual ceremonies for 2020, there'll be no face-to-face interactions on behalf of Golden Key for as long as there's social distancing involved. Electronic certificates, like I mentioned, but then we will also be providing hard copies where you can collect on campus, and you can also collect your pins on campus at a particular collection point. There's no international travel until further notice, and no international scholarships, so any sort of travel grants or international scholarships, those funds will be redirected to local scholarships for our students. You don't have to worry about missing out on anything like that. And then all activities and networking will be hosted virtually. So before we go to the next slide, there are some COVID-19 implications with regards to the invitations and how we go about gaining those lists from the universities of the top 15% of each cohort from each faculty, because as you know, I'm sure a lot of you know, if you were not in your finishing year last year, or if you weren't in postgrad, then your transcript would have had pass and fail on it, not exactly a percentage. We were able to receive the dean's list from the law faculty, but that was the only list they could provide to us because of lockdown, COVID-19 regulations. We also received grades for masters and doctorates. These students also received percentages. So the top 15 from that cohort are also on our list of 2020 finalists to be receiving their invitations mid-May. And then we also have undergraduates, so from like the humanities faculty, for example, those like third-year finalists. And then also honors students, because they also received their percentages because that was their last year. So, and for everyone else, everyone who is not finalist or postgrad or on the law dean's list and who didn't receive an invite, who might still think that they are eligible, you can complete an eligibility check. So if we just go to the next slide, I'll just quickly run through the the process, but we will be posting a lot about this on our socials, so you guys can just follow it there. So this applies to 2020 non-finalists who didn't get their invitation. So probably just wait till the end of May, and then if you haven't received it and you think you still deserve it, then you can go through these steps. So just go to PeopleSoft and download your latest unofficial transcript. And then on PeopleSoft, you can take a screenshot of your grades. For example, the image on the next page, but we're just going to wait a second for 2020. And then step 3, combine the transcript with the image on this link provided here. I will be posting it in the chat room at the end of this little session, and then you can save the document with this little name. So just insert your first and second name and then underscore transcript. Step 4, go to this website here. I'll also be posting that in the chat room. Fill in your details and upload the combined PDF, and then wait for your invitation to arrive. And then when you do receive it, just please email a copy of it to Golden Key Membership Recruitment at uct.ac.za so we can add you to the Vuda site. So we can just check out a screenshot of the, yeah. So on your PeopleSoft, you'll see on this page, when you click View Grades, we can see your midterm grades here, but those do count as your final grades. So if you sent this to us and you are eligible, then you'll receive your membership invitation. So the next one. So how do I get involved? This year, we do want to create more active members as opposed to passive, because what we find a lot of the time is some students just accept their invitation and join the society just to put the certificate on their CVs, which is one of the many benefits of Golden Key, but we'd really like to just allow our members to just gain as many benefits from membership as possible, because we're not doing it for ourselves, we're doing it for you. So on a chapter level, you can become involved as part of the committee on campus, or you can volunteer with the committee on campus. The UCT chapter for Golden Key this year has a initiative collaboration with the Strive Project, which is a student-led initiative created to guide, motivate, and inform learners in grades 11 and 12 about the endless opportunities they have after high school. So the objective is to appropriately equip learners with information about the different avenues they can take to further their education and complete matric. So this is just, you know, a way you can give back to your community if you'd like, if you're into that. And then you can also become involved at a chapter level as becoming part of the committee, the subcommittee with committee on campus. And then at an individual level, we look at basically attending webinars scheduled by the South African and International Office, sharing experiences, for example, COVID-19 success stories, or just success stories in general from our alumni, becoming involved as part of the alumni committees, and just submitting articles to the Golden Key Academy. Okay, so benefits of membership. Number 1, like I said in the last slide, academic recognition on an international level. So including your certificate in your CV does go a very long way. Access to financial rewards in the form of scholarships and awards. So the deadline for the first round of scholarships is the 15th of June, and then the 15th of December is the second deadline. And I will show you how to find out about scholarships further on in the presentation. Publications, like I mentioned, COVID-19 and success stories. My co-director Cheeto and I, we just interviewed an alumni, and we're going to be posting about that on our Instagram, so look out for that. Number 4, networking opportunities in academic corporate circles and through social media. 5, community service. I just mentioned our Strive project, so opportunities with a focus on literacy, education, and real-world preparedness at risk-free use. And then number 6, career development and internship opportunities through corporate partners, webinars, and e-communication. So send out constant communication to updated profiles. 7, practical leadership, development for students who serve in local, national, and international leadership positions. And then number 8, invitations to national and international leadership summits where networking is also facilitated. And then number 9, personal and professional enrichment alongside the development of various soft skills. So our personal and professional development portfolio for our UCT chapter does hold multiple webinars for CVs and study skills, so that's a great way just to improve yourself in that way. So if we go to the next slide, I'll talk more about the benefits and our partners. So another great benefit available and free to Golden Key members is the Golden Key Academy with over 100 hours of content, which gives us access to networking opportunities, articles, previous recorded webinars, events, ebooks, HFM assessments, which I'll talk about as well. I just completed a leadership seminar on just really improving leadership, especially during COVID-19, which I thought was invaluable. So if we could just go to the next slide, I'll talk about the HFM Talent Index. So the HFM Talent Index offers Health Professional Council of South Africa assessments to all Golden Key members. For more information, you can view this on the Golden Key Academy, actually. There is a variety of assessments available at discounted rates for Golden Key members, for example, Career Drive, Sales Potential Index, Management Potential Index, and Future Me. And you can also win some of these discounted assessments through our competitions at Golden Key. And then our Talent Go is free to all South African members. So next slide, we can go to the Foundation of Professional Development. This is one of the biggest benefits of your Golden Key membership. So basically the FPD is one of the 10 best private higher education institutes which offers Golden Key members a discounted rate on selected programs, but also offers a short course in management worth 15,200 Rand for just a token amount of 199 Rand. So basically you're saving 15,000 Rand, which pays off your one-time membership a bucket full. I did this one last year in lockdown and I really do recommend it. All right, next slide. Puzzle of My Life is also one of our partners. So they're offering free counseling and support to healthcare and essential services, Golden Key students, obviously for free, entrepreneurs, and anyone who's been affected financially or mentally by the pandemic. So you can just sign up and answer yes for an organization and then select Golden Key and then follow the easy steps to sign up for support if you need some at this time. So, next slide. All right, lastly, which is new for 2021, we're pleased to inform you that we are partnering up with CV Profs with Golden Key International Honor Society. It's a South African-based professional CV writing service. They'll be offering postgraduate members preference pricing options on professional CV creation and revamps. So Golden Key can get up to 10% discounts on the CV opportunity. But we also, like I said, the personal and professional development team also had a CV workshop earlier this year, so they'll likely have one every year after. So next slide. All right, so just a quick look at the money that's being given back to the members after their one-time membership fee has been paid. So it's actually updated now. It's over 27 million that's been given back to South African members over the 6 categories of international travel grants, scholarships, online benefits, national travel grants, competitions, and membership assistance, and that's just in 2020 alone. Go to the next slide. So yes, this is just a brief summary of some of the partners I was speaking to you about that offer us direct benefits, as well as the Do More Foundation and the Isabella Garcia, which offers discounted prices on their products. So that's an immediate total value of 16,360 Rand that's given back to you. Most of that obviously from the Foundation for Professional Development Business School Short Management course, which, like I said, is 15,200 Rand, which you're getting for just 200 Rand. The next slide. So, link to corporate opportunities. It's something that a lot of people are interested in. So Golden Key International Honor Society is not a recruitment agency. However, your career can be benefited in the following ways. GK is a globally recognized brand, and employers identify members as top performers. Like I said in the benefits, that's number one, which is academic recognition. Put it on your CV and it'll do wonders. There are exclusive scholarships available to Golden Key members, and you can find those on our website. I will post it in the chat room. Golden Key members are exposed to soft skill development, such as leadership skills, advocacy, assertiveness, conflict management, financial management, personal and professional development skills. So just look out for that on Golden Key Academy and also our Instagram page where we advertise our events. So through Networking Connect to movers and shakers is also a way to develop your soft skills. So corporates do not receive any of our information or contact details. Golden Key simply acts as a mediating party between corporates and our members. So what do we communicate with our members? I just want to really say, when you're signing up for Golden Key, please give us as much information as possible in terms of how to contact you so you don't miss out on any of these benefits, such as employment opportunities, scholarships, tutoring, webinar sessions, internship employment opportunities, participation opportunities, networking, service, and leadership opportunities. Right, so yes, like I said, please follow us on our Instagram so you don't miss out on any of our events. Also on Golden Key Academy, that's where you can find a lot of webinars and then personal emails. Also go to the goldenkey.org website where you can click on chapter and then my chapter events, and then you can see all of the events that the UCT chapter has lined up for this year, and it's constantly being uploaded, so look out for that. Next slide. Okay, so this is the website I was talking about, www.goldenkey.org. So at the top you can see the little chapters button, and you can click on chapter events, see what's going on. You can also have access to, instant access to your proof of membership should you need it for any reason. And then you can click on scholarships here, which is what we all want to know about. You can just click on that, and on the next slide, it will take you to the scholarships page, which is where you can find out all about international and national scholarships for undergraduates, research grants, and all of that lovely stuff that we could all really use, especially now with COVID-19. We're all a bit short on money. But so yeah, if you want to go to the next slide. So this is just a brief look at the Golden Key prizes and Golden Key South Africa competitions. Most of the money goes to Ubuntu bursaries, and then all the others come from our competition. So like I said, with our benefits, you can get some of those free assessments, and you can also win books and all lots of other lovely things like merchandise, get a free lapel. Okay, next slide. Okay, so these are just some of our winners from last year from Golden Key South Africa, winning research grants of $2,000 and undergraduate achievement grants, scholarships of $5,000. And there's also a graduate scholarships awards, $2,500, and then professional development awards, outstanding membership awards, humanitarian service research awards. There are many lovely scholarships available for our members if you just go to the website, find it, and apply. So these are the Ubuntu scholarship winners, the awards that I spoke about earlier. Third place, 10,000 Rand, second place, 20,000 Rand, and third place, 30,000 Rand. The next slide. Basically, if you think you excel in any of the three key Golden Key pillars, the leadership, academics, or service, then have at it and apply for a scholarship, and you never know, you could win some money. And so this is what I was speaking about earlier as well, the HFM Town Index assessment. You can win it for free in one of our Golden Key competitions. So you just find that on the website. Next slide. And again, our winners from the book competition. We also have winners from merchandise competitions and the like. The next slide. All right, these are some of our corporate partners. I'm sure a lot of you recognize them. Nedbank, PwC, Allen Gray, Boston Consulting Group, and then a lot of our partners that offer our immediate benefits, like I spoke about earlier, HFM Town Index, FPM, Puzzle of My Life, the Do More Foundation. Everyone is here and ready to help you. Next slide. All right, so frequently asked questions. Do students have to apply for membership every year? No, they do not. Golden Key membership is a lifetime membership. As soon as you pay the once-off 750 Rand, then you're a membership for life with Golden Key. You may receive invitations years after, like, you know, a couple years after maybe you've applied, or the year after that you've gotten your invitation, your first invitation, and that basically just means that you've gained access to the top 15% of your faculty once again. So you can just ignore that invitation. It's just really just a pat on the back for yourself to know that you topped your faculty once again. But yeah, you don't have to pay or like reply to the email in any way. Once you pay, then you are a member for life. So yeah. Is it compulsory to purchase a lapel pin? No, like I said previously, if you see it in your cart, just take it out if you don't want it. You really don't, it's not required, but it is nice to have it on your gown at graduation. How can a student become more involved as a Golden Key member? Students can become active members of Golden Key by becoming part of their chapter committee, attending webinars, and participating in community service projects. So just follow us on our Instagram, and there are many benefits that you can see there, many of our webinars that you can sign up for. Also, goldenkey.org, you just go to chapter events, see what's going on there, and you can find out everything you need to know. And then Golden Key Academy, when you sign up for that after membership, they'll be like filling your inbox with webinars, just to warn you. But it's great, it's great. Okay, so can any student become a Golden Key member? A student can become a member when receiving an invitation from Golden Key and by doing online joining and completing the payment of the 750 once-off joining fee. Should a student wish to become part of the Golden Key family, yet he or she has not received an invitation, an online eligibility check can be done using the following links. So I'll put that link in the chat as well, but I did go through this earlier for you guys, and you can see it on our socials later this year. Does Golden Key offer bursaries or any financial assistance to Golden Key members? So Golden Key is not a financial institution, yet there are Golden Key international scholarships, like I mentioned, which can be applied for twice a year on the Golden Key website. And I'm just gonna put some of those links up on the chat box right now for you guys. Okay, if anyone has any questions, I am here to answer them if you need. And here are some of the Golden Key South Africa socials that we really do urge you to follow. Please also follow the UCT socials so you can get updates on events. And I'll just wait here for some questions if you have any. Some other frequently asked questions are basically how is the membership fee used? Because I know it's a bit of a shock to some people. Maybe it's a lot and you weren't expecting it, but from all the benefits I did mention, it is given back to you in bucket loads as soon as you join Golden Key. And so the membership fee is shared, how it's used, it's shared between the local chapter and the international headquarters. And the membership fee, it basically funds membership benefits and supports local chapters in a variety of ways, including local chapter scholarships where applicable, the new member recognition ceremony, so ours will be held in October of this year, and the society scholarships for members, local academic service and social activities, international summit, and then headquarter supports to chapters. So those are basically. Thanks, Kristen. That's our president. She's also just sent us a link in the chat box if anyone wants to check it out. All right. Anyone has questions, don't be shy. You can also email the last link in my message, the Golden Key membership recruitment at uct.ac.za. Oh, there's a question here. Sorry, whoever's hand is up, you can shout out whatever your question is.
Hi Amy, how are you?
Hi, I'm Grant. How are you?
I'm good, I'm good. So I'm quite sure this might have been clarified last year, like not last year, but like in the beginning of the presentation. But I just like went to the Golden Key website and like applying for membership, and it talked about a cumulative GPA. So this cumulative GPA, how do I calculate it, or will it be presented to me at the end of my first year?
So, which year are you in?
I'm a first year student.
All right, so you will only be able to be eligible for Golden Key after you've finished your first year, so that we can see your actual GP in your transcript.
Okay.
So yeah, so you'll receive your invitation next year. But
right.
what with COVID-19 transcripts have been only really saying pass and fail for first and second years.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why if it's still going to be that way at the end of the year, we're not going to get your grades. So I did go through at the beginning, you probably missed it, an eligibility check. So you just go to your PeopleSoft and then you can take a screenshot of your grades. So it'll say midterm. Cheeto, if you want to maybe try find that in the slides.
All right, no, I understand what you're talking about.
Okay. Yeah, we are going to be posting about this procedure on our socials as well.
All
just
right.
because it's how things are going this year. We're just trying to make do. But yeah, we will be posting on our socials. So just look out, and then you can apply for your eligibility if you like rank top 15%. Find out.
All right. Thank you very much for clarifying that out.
Aman. Sorry. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Clifford, you have a question?
Hey Amy, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you very much. I just wanted to ask for some clarification.
Yes.
So like you said on the first few slides, it was mentioned that you have to, like, the cutoff set is 65%.
Yeah.
So like, does that mean you just have to get over 65%, or do you have to be part of the 15% that is over 65%?
Yeah, the latter. So you do have to rank in the top 15% of your faculty in order to gain eligibility.
Oh, okay, I see. And then also, like, let's say you change the degree. Like, are you gonna be assessed for eligibility based on your current degree, or like are the results of your previous degrees gonna be taken into account as well?
So if you gained membership to Golden Key from your first major of your degree, then it's like I said, it's lifetime membership, and then you'll just keep receiving invitations from that year onwards. It doesn't really matter if you've changed. You know, we'll recognize you for gaining top 15% of that one faculty that you managed to attain it from. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. So like, let's say you didn't attain like you never had access to Golden Key in your previous degree, and then in your current degree, like you qualify.
Yeah, then you'll get an invitation, and then you can. Yeah. Also, that applies for universities. If you want to transfer from one university to another, your membership will it won't be jeopardized in any way. Okay. Yeah.
Right. So like, if you started, if you started like a new degree, let's say maybe in 2020.
Yeah.
Is it the results from 2020 that are going to be used to assess your eligibility?
Yeah. So if you started in 2020, then we'll look at your GP from the whole of 2020, and then you'll get your invite in May of 2021.
Okay, all right, I see.
As long
Right.
as long as it's not yeah. So even if it's your first year, as long as we get a whole year's worth of grades, then we can then send you your invite in May.
Oh, okay, all right. Thank you very much.
Sure. Okay, wait, there's a question in the chat box. Since last year was graded pass or fail, are science undergrad students still considered for 2020 finalists because our actual percentages were recorded? Yes, so is that, okay, so is that a finalist, so a third year or a second year? Because that does make a difference, like I said, so third years, you will receive your actual grades in your transcript, so then we can go off those. But if not, if you were a second year in 2020 or a first year in 2020, then you will need to do the eligibility check that I outlined earlier and that we will be posting to our socials. So I hope that answers that question. Okay. Okay, I see another question from Justin. Justin, did you see the screen in the PowerPoint sheet, or if you want to go to slide 35? So click on view grades and then see if you can see if it looks the same as that screenshot that we showed. It will say mid-term grades, and then just take a screenshot of those because we will interpret those as your end of year grades. So we don't need a cumulative GP. Yeah, there it is. So this is the process that we're going to be following, the UCT chapter at least. So you don't have to worry if you've been asked for a cumulative GP. You just need to take those two screenshots of your transcript. Well, take your transcript and take this screenshot of your midterm grades. Put it through that that link that I also sent in the last slides, Chido, if you want to go there, for the JPEG PDF, and then fill out your details and then just send it to our email address, which is the GK membership recruitment.co.za, and then we will add you to the Ruler page. So I hope that helps. But if you do have any other questions about gaining eligibility, if you are a first or a second year, or if you completed your first year in 2020, then just email the GK membership recruitment.ac.za email, and then we'll be able to hopefully help you with that. Okay. Another question? Someone has their hand up. Sorry, I can't see your name.
Hi, Amy. I'm Siki. I wanted to ask if we should only apply at the end of May, or can we apply straight away?
Apply at the end of, okay, so what year are you in?
I'm in third year.
Okay, so yeah. You can apply straight away because you probably won't receive an invitation because we don't have your grades, because you probably received pass fails last year, am I right?
Yes.
Right. So yeah, you can start applying right away, but I would, okay, so we are actually going to make like a nice poster for our socials just to make the process clearer for applying for eligibility if you want to wait for that, or if you understood it perfectly fine, then you can start applying for your eligibility right now.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, sure. So just look out for our social posts on that closer to the time. Okay. So Clifford says, if one was in a different degree for some years and changed it, will the result from the previous degree influence eligibility? No, it won't. We'll just take your GP from that year. We won't know what you did in previous years, so you don't have to worry about that. I hope that's fine. And then if you did gain eligibility from that previous degree, then it's a lifetime membership, like I said. Okay. Just a bit confused with eligibility gap. Okay. glad I could help, Justin. And Clifford, hopefully I answered your question. Everyone happy? Does everyone understand? Any more questions?
Sorry, last question. So after you've applied, I know when they've accepted you, they'll send you an invitation, but will they say if your application wasn't successful?
I think they probably should. I will check on that, and then I'll just take your name down and then email that to you. Unless
Okay.
Julie, maybe you know, but yeah, because I know like if you don't receive an invitation from previous years when we had the percentages, you won't get an email saying you didn't get an invitation. You'll just get an invitation if you gained eligibility. So yeah, okay, I've got your name, and then I will email you the answer to that question. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Sure. Okay, if we applied now using the eligibility process on the site because we received pass or fail last year, will they get back to us in May with everyone else or sooner? So the head office is going to be really chock-a-block full of these eligibility emails because it's a new process for us. So I can't really guarantee when you're going to hear back from them, but you will hear back from them within the next month or so, hopefully. And then if not, you can probably just check in on them just to see how the process is going. I hope that helps. Okay. Okay. Is that everyone? All right. So like I said, if you have any more questions, just scroll up in the chat room and then you can find all those links I sent there. The bottom one is the Golden Key Membership Recruitment at uct.ac.za website, email address. So just email me your questions and then I will get back to you. Cheeto, my co-director, and I will both get back to you. Oh, one more question. Sorry, I can't see your name. You want to just shout out?
Me, yeah. Hey. Hi. I just have a quick question. So I'm a second year student, and on the one of the mandatory fill out things is the cumulative GPA on the eligibility form. If our academic transcripts don't give that cumulative GPA because of last year's system, will we be not allowed to submit the form? Because
okay,
fill that in.
Yeah, Kristen or Julie, I'm not sure if you guys know the answer to that. There are presidents, they're here today. You guys maybe want to?
Yeah. Hi. I would say the best you can do, the SA office is aware of that. So they're not going to really consider it. They will look more at the actual marks that are on your transcript and on the screenshots. But because it is a required input on the website, I would say just calculate the average of your marks that are on the screenshot that you take, and then just put that in as the cumulative GPA.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. And then with that, what marks should we be taking? Because if we have marks for midterm 1, 2, and 3, because I know some of us do first year courses. First semester and second semester courses. I know that's quite specific a question, but yeah.
Yeah. As far as we understand from UCT, the column that says midterm 1 is actually your final mark for that course. So if it is the case, are you saying that you potentially have the case where you have marks for midterm 1, midterm 2, and midterm 3?
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting. I would assume that the midterm 3 marks might be the most final mark, but could you please email the membership recruitment email, and then we will look into that in more detail and then let you know what you can do about that.
Okay.
It shouldn't impact it at all, but we would just want to like make sure not give you the wrong information.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure.
Thanks, Laura. Okay. I think all the hands up now are old hands, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah. Okay, another question. But you will only be eligible as a second year onward, right? Meaning not as a first year. Yes. So you won't receive an invitation in May of your first year because we need a whole year's worth of your grades in order to calculate whether you were in the top 15% of last year. So yeah, May invitations relate to your previous years of study. So if you're first year, then you weren't studying in your previous year. Yeah, if that makes sense. Sure. Okay. I'm going to stick around here until like 1:05 if anyone wants to ask any more questions. But like I said, you can email us at the GK membership recruitment email if you have any more questions. If you don't want to ask it here, okay, one more. Okay. I can't see your name, but if you just want to shout out. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
So I was in a test during this whole call, so I couldn't join the call. I only joined now. Like, is there a recording that's going to be available afterwards?
Yes, there is going to be a recording. I'm going to just copy paste our. Okay, I'm going to copy paste all of these links that I sent earlier to the chat room if you can't see them, but we will be posting the recording to our YouTube channel after
Okay, thank you.
after the call. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Sure. Simba. Yeah, Simba. Okay. So like I said, I'll be sticking around until 5:05, but other than that, you guys can carry on with your lives if you want to now. Thank you so much for taking the time out to attend this virtual information session. I hope everyone learned something, and I hope you're all going to work extra hard this year so you can maybe get an invitation to the Golden Key International Honor Society and reap the benefits that I've outlined in this session. So thank you everyone for attending. Pleasure.
Thanks so much.
Sure, Lara.